If this doesn't turn out the way we expected, I'd rather die. This woman here took my son from his school without my authorization during school hours.
You're an evil man, Carlos.
We just found out something that is very interesting, which directly concerns you.
Oh, is that so?
Yes.
He already knows the roadway will be built.
How did he find out?
With the help of your dear brother, Daniel.
I want you to tell me what's going on. Why do you refuse to speak with me?
The Kenya Forest Service invites all parents and guardians to the passing out parade for the Forest Rangers recruits on 11th of October 2023 at the National Youth Service Gilgil from 7 a.m. The new Forest Rangers will greatly contribute to the Kenya Forest Service mandate of conserving, protecting and sustainably managing forest resources for the benefit of all Kenyans. The Kenya Forest Service, towards 30% tree cover by 2032. Wajibu wa kila Mkenya.
Polio is still a threat in our country, Kenya, after confirmation of a polio outbreak in Garissa County. Polio has no cure and can only be eradicated through vaccination. The Ministry of Health, with support from partners, will be conducting polio vaccination campaign in 10 high-risk counties. These are Garissa, Kiambu, Kajiado, Machakos, Kitui, Mandera, Wajir, Lamu, Tana River and Nairobi from Saturday 7th October to Wednesday 11th October 2023. Health teams will be moving door-to-door vaccinating all children under 5 years in all 10 counties except Fathi and Dadaab sub-counties where all children below 15 years, including the refugee camps. Polio is a crippling disease and all children under 5 years, especially those who have not completed their immunization schedule, are at risk of getting polio. Parents and guardians are requested to ensure their children are at home during the campaign period. Those who are missed during the house visits should get the polio vaccine at the nearest public health facility. Parents should ensure children get the vaccine in this and every campaign, as additional doses provide additional immunity. Polio and all other vaccines given in Kenya have been tested and are safe and effective. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health in collaboration with UNICEF, WHO, and partners.
Live from the capital in Nairobi, this is KBC Lunchtime News. Lots of stories we are keeping a keen eye on for you, including the ongoing conflict between Palestine and Israel, where reports indicate that the death toll has risen to 500 in Israel and slightly above 250 in Palestine. This also coming at a time where the Prime Minister for Israel, that is Benjamin Netanyahu, has now asked Palestinians living in the Gaza Strip to leave immediately. Back in the country, the president continues his tour in the Nyanza region, where today he's in Migori County, and he's expected to launch various development and infrastructural projects, including affordable housing projects as well as healthcare centers. That and so much more is what we are doggedly following up for you this afternoon. My name is Doreen Arange, and our sign language interpreter is Ann Wangeshi. Welcome to the broadcast. We begin in Kajiado County, where pastoralists in Kajiado County who are currently recovering from recent droughts have expressed fears over the negative impact of the heavy rains expected in the country. They recall that the previous El Nino caused them huge losses, with many of the livestock contracting diseases brought about by the rains and eventually dying, as well as landslides, floods, and maroon that cut off villages and destruction of infrastructure and crops. The pastoralists are questioning the national and county governments' preparedness to cushion them and their livestock during the heavy rainy season, and are calling on both levels of government to take measures to avert any loss of life and any other kind of destruction.
Mvua ikinyesha sana inaleta magonjwa kwanza kuadhiri mfugo, kwa sababu mfugo zikinyeshewa sana zinakonda, zinakuwa na flu, magonjwa ya mapafu na mapua. Kwa hivyo sisi tunaomba serikali isitutupe sana, na pia serikali watusaidie kwa njia yote ile wanaweza, ili kuweza kuokoa maisha ya mfugo zetu na watu wetu.
Akinyesha hautaona hizi mfugo ambaye unaona juma barabara itafunga, na hizi mfugo ndio mategemeo yetu sisi. Na wakinyesha utapata mahali ya kupitia mbusi, ulipie watoto wa shule, utapata mahali ya kupitia kupata chakula. Sasa atakuwa shida juu ya hiyo mvua. Kwa hivyo barabara mtutengenezee.
Tunaomba tu serikali, kwa sababu kama hiyo lino kama kweli itakuwa mabarabara yetu yote ni mbaya, hii ya kuelekea mambo ya Longoswa, kunyesha tu hiyo mvua haitapitika tena, na mali mbuzi, ng'ombe na watu pia watafika town.
And some politics now. Minority Leader in the National Assembly, Opiyo Wandayi, has said President William Ruto's development tour are welcome to the Nyanza region. Speaking in Ugenya, Siaya County, Opiyo, however, held that the region remains under the political leadership of Raila Odinga, while urging politicians affiliated with the president's UDA party to respect the leadership of Nyanza. The minority leader posed that the only route to getting political backing of the region was through Raila Odinga.
And we remain steadfast in ODM under our one leader, Raila Amolo Odinga. The one and only leader, Raila Amolo Odinga. So you can visit us as many times as you wish. But if your intention is to seek our political support, then there's only one route. And that route is Raila Amolo Odinga. But more importantly, if you come here, please help us address the issues that are affecting our people. Development. Like the Nzoia Bridge, like the Lower Nzoia irrigation scheme. Those are the things that we want to hear you doing.
And the Mandera County government has partnered with the World Health Organization in a polio vaccine distribution campaign across all its sub-counties. Mandera is one of the 10 counties cited by WHO as prone to polio. Speaking during the launch of the 5-day campaign in Mandera County, the CEC Health Ali Mohammed said the county government intends to reach over 260,000 children and encourage parents to avail their children for the vaccine. The exercise was prompted by the confirmation of 8 polio cases in the neighboring Garissa County.
This campaign targets between 0 to 5 years who are at risk of contracting polio. The total target population for this campaign is 268,678 children in Mandera County. We must endeavor to reach 100% of this target.
Haina madhara yoyote. Kwa hivyo tunahimiza wananchi ama wazazi wote wahakikishe wahudumu wakikuja kwa manyumba zao wakubali watoto wapewe chanjo ili wafaidi kutoka manufaa iliyo katika hiyo chanjo.
And a section of Jubilee party officials in Mombasa County has called for the removal of the party's embattled Secretary General, Jeremiah Kioni, saying he has caused unnecessary rifts and confusion in the party. They further argue that Kioni is incompetent and called for his immediate resignation to avert a looming leadership crisis in the former ruling political outfit. Led by Changamwe coordinator Albert Kiguru, the party officials alleged that Kioni picked members of the Wiper Party as National Executive Council officials of the Jubilee Party during a RIZAD National Delegates Congress in Nairobi.
Tusipojenga Jubilee hapa Mombasa kuanzia sasa, hata ni ngumu sana tukienda uchaguzi ujao tuwe na pia na watu ambao watachaguliwa Mombasa. Kwa hivyo tunaomba Jeremia Kioni kama ameshindwa na chama cha Jubilee, manake tunaona ya kwamba hakina uzito wote chini yake, tafadhali apeane hiyo nafasi, tupate mtu mwingine ambaye tutajenga nyumba ya Jubilee upya kwa pamoja.
Chama ya Jubilee is a national party. Ina compete na ODM. Lakini Kioni amekuja kwanza kuleta vuguvugu kwa ndani, kutaka kusema okay, Wakikuyu wakae upande hii. Na hii ni chama ambayo tumekikuza miaka 10, imekuwa katika uongozi.
Makosa kubwa sana ukiwa katibu mkuu wa chama kuwa wewe ndio unavunja sheria za chama bila kunjari members wanafanya nini. Kioni mwenyewe anajua yale makosa amefanya, na sisi katika kaunti ya Mombasa tumemuomba resign, na kama hata resign tutaenda kotini Jumatatu kuhakikisha ya kwamba hii barua hii aliandika hii ya kutambua patroni wa usawa na wale watu wengine kama viongozi wa Jubilee Party bila uchaguzi wowote kufanyika, itabidi tuende kotini tukutane huko na ndio chama chetu kisiuliwe.
Elsewhere, the residents of Baringo Central and its environs are being called upon to conserve the environment to prevent siltation of the Kirandich Dam following deforestation upstream. Baringo Central MP Joshua Kandia made an appeal to residents living near the dam to plant trees and avoid farming activities near water catchment areas to prevent further siltation, since 30% of the dam had already been lost.
Siltation inaendelea sana kwa hiyo dam, na every year we are losing about 30% of that dam because of siltation. I want to urge the residents of Baringo Central, especially along the catchment area, to avoid farming on those areas. County government, in consultation with national government, we do a lot of tree planting around that area.
Exactly 12 minutes past the top of the hour, we are due for a break this afternoon. We recoil with plenty more on what is making news in business as well as sports.
Mchezaji wa Loto Moto.
Mungu awabariki sana.
Ni wengi wanakushukuru bila hata wewe kufahamu.
Niliona Mungu wa ajabu ameshuka.
Ni wengi wanaokuaminia.
Imejaa, imebaki, yani hamtasabi.
Ni wengi wanaokuombea ushindi.
Hawa ndio niachiwe na mama yao wakati aliwajeka kwa muda.
Ni wengi unaowagusa kwa kuwapa afueni na imani ya maisha.
Asante na Mungu akubariki pia.
Ni wengi unawatembelea.
Through hii program ndo tunajua vitu zingine.
Na imani yako inawapa amani.
Akaaga juu ya kansa.
Ushindi wako ni wa wengi.
Roma niendanga, Roma.
Asante mchezaji wa Loto Moto.
Nasema hivi, naona siku hizi kazi za masecretary zimehamia majumbani.
Wamaanisha nini?
Yaani imefikia mahali wewe uandika mimi kwa voicemail. Kila ikikupigia simu mteja, ulikuwa unatarajia mimi fanye nini?
Shungi ngoja tu unajua nitakuja ofisini tuongee. Wewe ulitaka kuua mtu kwa kumjeruhi kwanza. Nyanyuka kanenda. Wewe uko na madharau sana wewe. Unacheka nini sasa?
Unakula space ya bure hapo. Nenda katoe kiviti chako, nenda.
KBC brings you children's programs at its very best. From preschoolers to the teens, featuring the very best of untapped talents, showcasing arts and crafts, music and poetry. We bring you the latest animations and teach the children how to do it.
Can you read the word with Happy Hippo? Ja,
Join us every Saturday from 7 a.m. and weekdays in the late afternoons as we bring you entertaining children programming on KBC Channel 1.
On Daddy's show, as we observe the International Day of Older Persons, we want to shine a light on the plight of the elderly.
And the main objective of that organization, prove the welfare of the elderly in this country and make sure that they live dignified, respectful lives.
Learn to participate and do something. That little you can do. To somebody who is suffering, a person will, you'll have brightened his or her life.
Welcome back to the broadcast. We continue with our coverage and we now shift focus to Samburu County, where our very own Serafina Ruby is there for us. She's been there since Thursday, just covering the Maralal Camel Derby. Today marks day 4 of those celebrations. We did witness the opening of that 21-kilometer professional camel race. But what more activities are we seeing there in Samburu, Serafina?
Indeed, a very good afternoon, Doreen. We're coming to you live from Yare grounds here in Maralal, Samburu County, whereby today is the 3rd day and the last day of the Maralal International Camel Derby. And as usual, the air is electric with dances and beautiful colors of the Samburu people, as well as we've been able to see the flag off of the 21 kilometers camel race of the professionals. Yesterday, we were able to see the 10 kilometer and also We've been able to see the Prime Cabinet Secretary and the CS Foreign Affairs, Musalia Mudavadi, has been able to grace the occasion today, and he was also accompanied by MA governors, including the Samburu Governor, Jonathan Lati, who are here just flagging off the event, and also they are going around the different exhibition stalls at Yare grounds, just seeing the beautiful display of the Samburu culture that is being exhibited here at Yare grounds. And joining me right now are two Samburu ladies from the county government. Karibuni sana. What's your name?
Victoria Somoina.
Have you enjoyed the Samburu Cultural Festival, especially the Camel Derby?
So far, it has been so beautiful and so colorful, especially after all this time, the COVID time that we stayed without it. We're just so happy that even with a short notice after the cancellation, people still arrived in great numbers. I'm actually hearing the statistics are that approximately 6,000 people were in attendance today. We are so happy and so proud to have hosted all those people here in Samburu.
Wow, thank you very much. And what's your name?
My name is Daniela Lekerpes.
What would you like to see improved so that the celebrations can even be better in the coming years?
We actually want it to be consistent every year, the way it was before Corona.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your last word in Samburu to the Kenyan people?
Kijokintai karibuni Samburu na kishamtai ole.
Shaoleng, and thank you very much. As you can hear, they are enjoying the Samburu Cultural Festival, the Maralal International Camel Derby, and it's still ongoing. The award ceremony will happen in the evening, and we'll be there to follow it up and to let you know who has won what and when will be the next date for the next Maralal International Camel Derby. Serafina Robi from Yare grounds in Maralal, Samburu County. I return to you back in studio, Doreen.
Thank you very much, Serafina, for that. That has been a 3-day celebrations there in Samburu County. The Maralal Camel Derby still ongoing there, as mentioned. Now, continuing with our broadcast, the family of a 4-year-old girl is appealing for assistance to raise 5 million shillings to get a bone marrow transplant. Sabina Ibrahim Abdikarim has developed a cancerous growth in her eye, which needs urgent medical attention so that she may lead a normal life.
This was Sabina Ibrahim Abdul Karim before she was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. This is her now.
Na ilianza akiwa atoa moto kutoka hapa penye huwa. Wakati mtoto anapozaliwa hapo inakuanga nyepesi. Hapo ndio moto inaanza kutoka. Alafu ile moto inaenea kwa mwili mzima. Kutoka hapo nikachukua hatua ya kupeleka hospitali. mara tofauti, referral hospital Isiolo, Meru. Kwa kila moja wanasema hiyo ni kubwa kutuliko. Mwisho Desemba mwaka uliopita nikaleta Kenyatta.
The growth has made life difficult for the 4-year-old with a 5 million shilling bill standing in between her and treatment at the Nairobi West Hospital, which will restore normalcy in her life.
Kila baada ya wiki 2 ama 3 huwa nalipa ndio mtoto aendelee kupata dawa. Kila baada ya miezi 2, 3, miezi moja nyingine ama wiki 3 nailipa ndio dawa isikatike.
Her father, Ibrahim Abdul Karim, says the bill is too huge for his family to foot on their own.
Mpaka saa hii sijaweza kufanikiwa na mtoto bado anaunguza hiyo ugonjwa wa Kenyatta. Ndio nimefikia hapa KBC kutaka usaidizi kwa wahisani.
The family now seeks a helping hand from well-wishers through M-Pesa pay bill number 6570122. Account name Sabiha.
Now, Tamara Saronge of Moi Educational Center and Ruben Gitao of All Saints Cathedral School were crowned champions of the Southland Chess Tournament held at All Saints Cathedral in Nairobi. The All Saints School won the overall team title, having edged Ngao Chess Club, who settled for second position. More than 200 junior players competed in the one-day tournament.
Tamara Saronge and Ruben Gitao proved why they are the chess masters of the under 15 years category after they marred the winners of the Southlands Chess Tournament held at All Saints Cathedral in Nairobi. The two won the top category in the one-day event that attracted more than 200 junior players. Angel Gilana of Tumaini School and Kwanza Njao won the under 13 years category, while Ethan Moremi of Valen School and Mary Boke of All Saints won the under 11 category. Tendai Jasiri of Zuri School and Zawadi Mudhoni took home the under 9 years title, as Talia Akinyi of Ngao Chess Club and Jaden Kingora of Title House Chess Club won the under 7 years category.
We have loved the way the children are enjoying playing the event, playing the chess tournament with a lot of fun, and more so, dedicating their time and knowing the rules of the game. I want to appreciate the coaches at the background who are doing a great job for ensuring that children come to tournaments like this while they are well prepared.
Hosts All Saints Cathedral School won the overall title as Ngao Chess Club settled for the runners-up trophy.
This is what we've been dreaming about when chess is being played. Right now we have 3 major tournaments in Nairobi, and it's all packed with 300 plus students. Our vision is like now, if Nairobi West can hold a tournament, Umoja can hold a tournament, Eastlands, that is the vision that we have, so that chess is spread in all the schools around.
More than 200 juniors players competed in the event. For Lunchtime News, I'm Sela Onyango.
And Mikel Arteta's side will be hoping to bounce back from their first defeat of the seasons at Lens when they host the defending champions Manchester City at Emirates Stadium. Meanwhile, West Ham forward Michael Antonio is a doubt for 2 days match as the Newcastle today at London Stadium.
Manchester City's boss Pep Guardiola said Arsenal will be long-term Premier League title contenders before the two sides meet in the top flight today. Guardiola's side lost to Wolves last weekend, but are 1 point ahead of the Gunners. Arsenal, who finished second behind City last year, have won 5 and drawn 2 of their 7 league games this season, their best unbeaten start since 2007-2008 season. Arsenal have lost their past 12 league matches against City and are without a top flight win in the fixtures since 2015. However, they beat Guardiola's side in the Community Shield on penalties, and Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta is confident his side can match that result at Emirates Stadium.
Bruno Guimaraes releases Alan San-Maxima. Bruno making a run into the middle.
Meanwhile, West Ham forward Michael Antonio is a doubt for today's match against Newcastle after missing the Europa League win at Freiburg because of a hip issue. Defender Aaron Cresswell has a minor hamstring injury and Ben Johnson has been ruled out with a groin problem. Newcastle duo Joe Linton and Callum Wilson are close to returning from their respective hamstring issues and both will be assessed ahead of today's clash. Anthony Gordon serves a one-match ban while Sven Botman, Joe Willock and Harvey Barnes remain sidelined. Other matches on card today, Wolves will meet Aston Villa while Liverpool square it out with Brighton.
Back, Bruno out to Trippier.
That story effectively puts a cap on what we had in store for you this afternoon. We appreciate your valid company. I'm Doreen Arange and our sign language interpreter has been Anne Wangeshi. Good afternoon.
Save a Life community organization has transformed over 5,000 lives, specifically on medical intervention, youth empowerment, and street families' welfare. Save a Life community is led by cheerful volunteers who work hard day and night to see people's lives being transformed. For more information, visit www.savealifecommunity.org. Join us today. Give now. Save a life, transforming lives.